they seen a UFO. Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
Innovative energy is contagious. Pick up the paces, one for the ages. Ain't no debating, we gonna make it. Hey, back to the basics. Dedicated, breaking out of the matrix. Levitated, flying higher than spaceships. Elevated, celebrated. Woo, woo. I got the power. Woo, woo. I got the power. Hey, hey. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. To blow, act like you know. Hey, we on the road, look at me go. Hey, bringing it home, we in the zone. Hey, 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 look at me go. Now you see me, now you don't. If you didn't know, now you know. No, perseverance, my cologne. You can see I got it on. Hold up, wait, stop. You can meet me at the top. I got the magic like a genie in a bottle, baby. I'ma give you what you want. Hold up, wait, stop. Sign my name on the dot, okay. Man, I'm coming in hot, okay. I gotta give it all I got. Yes, sir. I'm living the dream. I'ma make it for the team. I want the gold and the green. Greatest that you ever seen. I got the power. Woo, woo. I got the power. Hey, hey. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. Hey, we about to blow. Act like you know. Hey, we on the road. look at me go. Hey, we about to blow, act like you know. Hey, we on the road, look at me go. Hey, bringing it home, we in the zone. Hey, 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 look at me go.
Boy.
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in A, mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had to get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? The sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off the field, no hedging, just shooting. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, they first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots for some high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Yeah, it's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Send me sipping on cold fruit. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Bet the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
There's a girl in my backyard. I could run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Tell me that it's tangible. Hey, hey, baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
Your sensation, my fixation. Tell me that it's tangible. Hey, hey, baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. After a long off-season, the time has finally arrived. Off we go for 2024. It's the Thursday opener on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow! Attack! Attack! Yellow! Yellow!
Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Yellow!
On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's done. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to be caught by Gray. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He connects with Gray on that one.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
Hey, 43, 15. 15. Watch out.
To throw is Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. He's going to have it at the 12-yard line, enough to get the first down and keep it going.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Here's a handoff to Chubb, heading left. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Tight end going in motion here. They run with the longtime Titan. It's Derrick Henry. Second and a yard. They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now on second down. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So, 1 quarter in the books in the season-opening NFL kickoff game. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway. I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hey, 57 colors.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. A gain there of 27 yards.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
Play action now. Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
Here's 2nd and 6. No motion over Flowers. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. Jackson looking to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. To go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. Whoa!
He may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here comes 3rd and 6. On the option, they give it to Henry. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur, weeks of Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him milk, yeah. Get these boys out, yeah. She does it well.
Ice cream on Shanty, playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me. Say, boy, what you want? Get that, get that, get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his soul. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that, I think he knows. When I say to him like that, he's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Five glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Yellow. My side.
To the air, Mahomes. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done, too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Got to stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Sending a tight end in motion left. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Jackson now on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
This is Henry on 2nd. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And this winds up an okay game down to the opposing 47. Offense up to the line fast. Jackson's going to go on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Yellow, yellow.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
That one's complete, right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Yellow. Come back.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Yellow. Hey, yellow, hey, go. Yellow. Easy.
Working inside the red zone. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Chubb has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 12-point game in the first. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often. But tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they went his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's second and inches. Lamar now from the gun. Holding along the sideline by Hopkins. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. Running back sent in motion. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Yellow. Hey, 15. Hey, Riblet.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
43. What's that?
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing third and long.
Wait. Here we go, 15.
Another throw for Mahomes. Joe brings it in. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Up and good from Blankenship. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
And we get to see the new kickoff rules come into play right away here in Week 1, Brock. Since it hit in the landing zone and then bounced into the end zone, the touchback only comes out to the 20. They're out and set, first and 10. The drive begins with Henry.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Third down, 1 yard to go. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. And he runs out of bounds a yard or two behind the line. Couldn't get all the way back. That's going to count as a sack.
He only lost a yard, but how many times do we see a team where just a yard or inches short on fourth down? Well, every little bit counts. He's got to just throw that one out of bounds. Don't run it out for the sack.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Attack!
Pressure coming from Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. It's the Ravens beginning their drive here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Henry running to the left. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He's keeping it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Offense in the hurry up here. Now Jackson on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On second down, here's Henry again. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Andrews with the catch. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
First down, here's Lamar. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now it's second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Returned it.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Jackson throwing here. Getting out to his left. A lot of... He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Return starts from the goal line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Connects with Bateman. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. He'll drive it forward but won't get beyond the line. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Jackson on 3rd and 1. That's taken in by Henry. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Yellow!
From the 32. This one finds Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Attack!
Here's Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
15.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
Throwing from the gun. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Attack!
They'll go. It's Mahomes. He finds him beyond the marker. It stopped right around the 45-yard line. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Tie down these two. Tie down these two. Yellow, yellow. Tight.
Blitz coming. Mahomes. Left side. It's caught by Rice. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Yellow. Right side.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's brought in by Hunt. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Easy. Yellow. Right side.
From the 20 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Ravens bringing extra DB out there. Third down coming up.
Hey, Sunday. Hey, 43, 15. Right side.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Yellow. 15. Right side.
From the red zone now. Completes this one to Gray. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
57 colors.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. They're running again. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He's on the move. Completes this one to Rice. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Hill now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. First down throw for Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. Breaks the tackle, still going.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
From the 37. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Jackson now on 3rd. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
On target to Worthy.
Broken glass of a bottle makes a jagged rock. Right now I got 2 shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing